The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jarrell Casey drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Callum Wilson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The tackle by Demarius Randall. A gain of 14. And the Titans.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's at the 50. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. On the crossing route, complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football
at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it. but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's complete. Henry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They run it with Balaj. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Kalen Balaj with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wentz now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
3-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Number 19,
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. They're able to locate Wilson. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 46 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He's going to launch this thing, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wentz now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Run for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Titans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether to keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the
play action. Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 35, Titans 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Wentz. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's
on is Josh Lambeau for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more. 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Balaj. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Tua. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
13-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Tua going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score, Cardinals.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die. I feel like Michael Phelps, hey, diving in this pool. I don't know how it held, hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one, I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't get turning. I'm last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win
Look at me, I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
Work the middle, 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 work the middle.
don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Pgotw? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit
with a stiff arm, spin move,